Hey guys, welcome back to another LeetCode tutorial. In this video, we are looking at problem number 136, that is single number. The problem statement says that you are given an array of integers, that is nums, in which every element appears twice except for one element. So it is given that the array of nums will always have repeated elements, at least repeated twice except for only one element. And our job is to return that one element. In this case, if the nums is 2 comma 2 comma 1, the result should be 1 because 1 is the element that is not repeating twice. So you can see 4 1 2 1 2, the answer is 4. As you can see, it's only being appeared once. If it's a single digit value, you just put that as an output. Okay. Now the thing is, the approach to solve this is, if you were allowed to have some extra space, like you can use a hash map where you can keep a track of the number of times each element is being repeated, and then once you pass through the entire array, you can figure out or find an element where whose count is just one, and then return it. That will be pretty straightforward. But in the problem statement, you are explicitly asked not to use any extra space, and the runtime complexity should be linear. So what that means is you cannot use any extra space like using a hash map or any objects or sets, anything like that. So if you try to think about a solution for this and you are not able to figure out a solution, don't worry, you are not alone. Because I have tried to figure out a solution by myself in the beginning, but this problem is basically you can consider it as a trick problem, and if you know something called as bit manipulation, you can solve this using bit manipulation. And don't worry if you do not know what bit manipulation is. And But yeah, just keep in mind, I'm not a big fan of such questions, but yeah, keep in mind that you can use bit manipulation to figure this problem. Okay, so let me explain how you do that. So when we have 2 comma 2 comma 1, uh, we'll start off with a result of 0. So our result will be 0 when we are going through this array. uh, so we can what we need to do is we need to perform something called as XOR. Okay, so XOR will be a result. So XOR symbol is this in JavaScript. So you are doing an XOR against each element in the array. So nums of I. So when you are uh, loop through nums with I as our counter, and then you are going to keep on doing an XOR with the current result. Now let me use the console here and show you how the XOR works. So let's say let result is equal to 0, result of XOR with a value of 2. So that is 0 XOR of 2 is 2. Okay, then we are going to update our result to 2. Now what will happen is 2, we are going to increment the I. So we will be here 2 XOR 2 is 0. So the result will be 0 again. And then 0 XOR 1, because we are going to increment it. 0 XOR 1 will be 0, and then you end the array. Whatever is the result at the end of the array is our solution, because all the repeated elements gets nullified. That means the result will become 0, but only a unique element will remain. That's how you perform XOR against all the numbers in the arrays, and then you end up with a solution. So let's write the solution down. So our result will be 0, and then you can say that for let I is equal to 0, I less than nums dot length I plus plus, and then you will do result is equal to nums of I, and then all you have to do is return result. So this is how we are not using any extra space, and then we are just finishing up our solution in linear time complexity, runtime complexity, because we are going through the array just once. Um, all right, and let's try and run the solution. You can see that all the test cases that we have here by default have been accepted. So I'll go ahead and submit this. You can see that the problem has been accepted, and this is how you solve a single number problem using bit manipulation technique. And yeah, you should be able to achieve the solution without using any extra space, and also in linear time complexity, runtime complexity. I hope you found some value in this tutorial. If so, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be posting more LeetCode tutorials in the coming videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.